Hey everyone, this is Grant Luna with Fidelity National Title. So for today's Tech Tuesday, I'll be showing you how to filter within Fidelity Total Farm and create lists within another resource called Fidelity Passport for specific demographic groups that you'll want to farm in the near future potentially. So I'll start with Fidelity Total Farm and I'll go into an existing farm that I have created. And so if you don't know how to create a farm on Total Farm, check out the link in the description for a full playlist that includes a video on creating a farm. Let's say that I have a farm created now on Fidelity Total Farm. So this is a farm for Area 169, Palos Verdes Drive South. And so the demographic group that I'll show today is ethnicity. So maybe that you're from a specific ethnic background and you want to reach out to people that are from that same ethnic background as well in some of your marketing and farming moving forward. So in Fidelity Total Farm, it's actually really easy. All you have to do is navigate to surname here. So if you go to surname here on this filter, click the drop down, and let's say, for example, I wanted all property owners that are of Chinese background. So I can come down here and select Chinese, and now it's going to give me the 88 property owners in Area 169, Palos Verdes Drive South, that are Chinese. Or I can come down here and select Korean potentially as well. So select Korean. Now it's 34 property owners. Now I have all of these different ethnic backgrounds to choose from. So maybe I'll choose Spanish as well and see how many is now 32. And now once again with Fidelity Total Farm, I have all the functionality that exists, right? I can run a targeted social media ad potentially, let's say, just to the Chinese property owners by coming in here and selecting Facebook, Instagram ads and place Facebook, Instagram ads. Or I can get their emails and phone numbers by actions, get emails and phones, mailing address, and get the emails and phone numbers of the Chinese property owners that live in Area 169. Another feature of Fidelity Total Farm is that you can also add some functionality, and it does matter on what filter you have selected. So let's say I wanted to layer on a little bit and choose all of the property owners that are Chinese in Area 169, but just the property owners that are absentee owners, meaning they don't live in the property. Maybe it's a rental or second home for them. So I can come in here and select absentee. And now same thing. I can come in here to surname and click the drop down and click Chinese. So now it's just 25. So the difference is that it's a different filter selected. So it does matter. So if you have complete farm selected versus absentee versus out of state versus empty nester, for example. And it does matter as well for the functionality within Total Farm. So if I'm going to be running a targeted ad, now it's just going to be going to the absentee owners that are Chinese, or if I'm getting the phone numbers, emails, or doing a Corfac postcard, whatever it may be. A second option for demographic farm filtering is a resource called Fidelity Passport. And I just did a video on that with a full playlist showing you how this works, how you can get access to this, how you can create an account. But this works a little bit better in a way that you can get more data. So Fidelity Total Farm is great because it has a lot of functionality, but it's a little bit limited on the size of the data. I think you're limited at about 3,000 records per farm that you create. So it's really hard to create a blanket farm around an entire city like San Pedro, for example. But what you can do on Passport is do that. So for example, I can come in here to lists, make sure that I have premium selected, and then under geography, select city. And now maybe I want all of Rancho Palos Verdes. So select Rancho Palos Verdes and then add. And now it's going to give me 15,000 properties. I wouldn't be able to even create this general list at all on Fidelity Total Farm. And then I can go to property, and maybe I just want these single family properties. I don't want any commercial properties to be picked up in this list. So come in here and select single family, condo as well. And then I can come in here to demographics. And then same thing, do ethnicity, click Chinese, click add, and now it's going to give me the 1,000 property owners in all of Rancho Palos Verdes that are Chinese. And then same thing with this. This will actually be a cost associated with it. So that is the difference between these two as well. Fidelity Total Farm is free to basically find the property owners that are Chinese. Fidelity Passport, it will be a cost associated with that. So in this example case, if I select next, it'll cost me $67. So it is a little bit more front loaded on the cost, but it's going to be a little bit heavier duty in some of those filters and demographic farm filters that you're creating. So overall, two different approaches, two great resources to use in your marketing, in your farming moving forward.